Whoa there, Speed Demons. Welcome back to Half Minute Hero 2. With a new chapter comes a new hero. This time around, we're playing as Kyaa, the princess of a, undefined country. Or undefined kingdom, I guess I should say. Her father is the king, and she is an only child. Professor Kenja doesn't remind me of anybody. Well, anyway, Yushi is a student at the Goddess Academy, and it sounds like it's time for the school festival. Of course, Yushia has the blood of heroes running in her veins, which means that adventure also runs in her veins. And of course, the Time Goddess is already starting her meddling, as she tends to do. Is it right to call it meddling? Yeah, probably. Well, that crystal looks familiar, but I'm sure that won't come back up. Either way, this cave is a little run down. It's got holes everywhere, but luckily, Levin has an idea in mind. He is quite the graceful sniper. If we use him to plug all 4 of the holes around here, we'll get a fancy new title for our efforts. Uh-oh. We better get back before curfew. Oddly enough, having a 30-second curfew sounds a lot like Princess 30, and, oh, looks like we've been cut off. By Yushia's adventuring spirit. And so we have a new weapon, a bowgun sword. Not to be confused with a gunblade. The musketeer class obviously specializes in bowguns and increases your critical rate, which is pretty handy. And of course, even though we've defeated the dragon, we still have to get back to school, but we got plenty of time to spare. Yushia does have access to our entire hero inventory, but, well, not quite yet. After all, we're still in the tutorial zone. Wouldn't want to rush through that. It's Goddess Era 800, 200 years after Yuxia defeated the ultimate evil lord Mesvolos. And it appears, well, obviously not everything is as it should be. Apparently there's an empire on the loose, and, ooh, Goddess Payday Loans. Nope, don't touch it. Sorry, there's an empire on the loose, and they have something called Evil Lord weapons. That's not ominous at all. Of course, we seem to be having a little bit of trouble finding our way to the Evil Lord Weapons Castle, but I'm sure if we help out the nearby folks, we'll find our way through no problem. On the other side of this cave is a couple really good things, but also some pretty strong enemies. And once again, I used my herb just a little bit too late. Even so, up in the village, at the top of this little canyon, is a new weapon for us, which is an axe. We don't specialize in it, so we won't be able to use any skills attached to it, but it's still an upgrade in damage-wise. Frogs hate snakes. That should be applicable. There's an enemy that pops up out of the hole here on the right side, but right now he's way too strong for us to even touch. He only appears for maybe 10 seconds from about, no, actually 5 seconds, probably 20 to 15 seconds remaining. But really, you don't exactly have to defeat him, you pretty much just have to touch him. But after defeating one of those brickhead boys, let's see what this, let's bring back this little love letter and also see what our archway maker has to say. With only one brick, well, we need to get a little bit more. Though we do now have a way to the Evil Lord. The little set of trees to the very top of the Goddess Academy will send us over to the island, but, well, that's way too easy. But before we go fight the boss, over that handy-dandy bridge, let's go and see about that snake. You can see here on the left side it popped out of that hole, but all you have to do is touch it, and you'll get a little ode to snake around you. And frogs don't like snakes, so let's see how this goes, huh? Despite Yushia's fears, we're able to defeat the first Evil Lord weapon. But now it's time to go and see what's shaking in the academy. Could be good, could be bad. Oh yeah, here's that other entrance. I don't see myself using it. No titles in it, you know. After picking up a couple Evil Lord medals, we just need to shake our way out back onto the academy and see what's happening. I'm just going to make a quick formation change here to make sure we're getting the best out of our formation, and re-equip a bowgun sword. You know, because, well, we specialize in it. It's got a little bit less damage than the saw axe, or the axe saw? I don't remember what it's called suddenly. Either way, we do have access to many of our old shields and weapons, but, well, she is a girl. She doesn't want to wear men's armor. Trouble? Well, we certainly can't pass that up. What kind of a hero would we be if we passed up trouble? Sacrifice to an evil monster. Sounds like a job for a hero. After we pick up a few Evil Lord medals. Sounds like if we're going to defeat this evil monster who demands a sacrifice, well, we'll have to look the part. Sacrificial hat, clothes, staff, and shoes. Should be simple. Or maybe not. $500 gold for shoes. Don't they know I'm trying to save the village? Well, sacrificial clothes or not, we'll figure it out. Sashi mix. Fresh caught star sashi mix. Sorry. So we've got a lead on the sacrificial hat and staff. As for the, just before I get the clothes, I'm going to spend a little time taking out these enemies in the forest. Once we get the sacrificial clothes on, we're going to lose a bit of defense, but even so, maybe that bandit's still a little bit too much for us. Well, if we're greater than evil, we can certainly take on this bandit. So with the sacrificial hat in hand, we can go ahead and start putting together our cunning disguise. Sacrificial clothes give us 2 out of 4, and the sacrificial shoes will give us enough to finish, but, well, I'm a completionist. So let's go ahead and see what's inside this cave. With the Kraken out of the way, we have the sacrificial staff, and now we are the Master of Disguise. It's time to give that ancient monster what for. That's it for now. Please join me next time when we get a job.